Hey, what is going on everybody? Arthur here and welcome back to a new Black Ops 2 Best Class Setup video. So as you can see, today we are of course going to be taking a look at the MK48, and this is actually the only LMG that I haven't covered on my channel just yet, so I thought that I would do that today actually. Now a little something, I'm fully aware of the fact that my voice sounds incredibly horrible right now, or at least it feels incredibly horrible, so I'm pretty sure that it sounds pretty bad as well. I basically went out on Saturday and I screamed the entire night, so that is pretty much why my voice sounds the way that it does right now. But you guys managed to smash 400 likes on yesterday's video, and I'm going to continue posting daily as long as you guys actually support my videos, so that is not going to change if my voice sounds a little bit bad. Anyway, the class setup that we're going to be taking a look at today is shown on the screen right now. It's the MK48 with the reflex sights, the quick draw handle, and also the adjustable stock. Of course, courtesy to the primary gunfighter wildcard, allowing me to have a third attachment. And after that, we also have the perk 2 greed wildcard, allowing me to have a second perk 2. My first perk is lightweight, and my two second perks are toughness and fast hands. Actually, in this case, I wasn't rocking scavenger. I almost always rock toughness and scavenger together, but when you're rocking the MK48 or pretty much just any LMG, scavenger really isn't a must-have unless you're either rocking the QBLSW or the hammer, because those two do shoot quite a bit faster than this gun actually. Anyway, in this video I'm basically just going to be breaking down this class setup. I'm going to be explaining to you why I use these perks and also why I use these attachments. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now like I said, the attachments that I was rocking within this gameplay are first off the reflex sights, then the quick draw handle, and then the adjustable stock. Now first off, the reflex sight is basically just going to allow you to stay on targets. The MK48 and also the LSAT, those are the two LMGs that are really strong when it comes to medium to long range engagements. And the reflex side is basically just going to allow you to stay on targets. You can switch this up to the holographic side or even the target find if you want to, but I personally went for the reflex side mainly because the reflex side is also a great side for when it comes to close range engagements, just because you don't lose a lot of your peripheral vision. Anyway, next up we have the quick draw handle, which of course allows you to zoom in a little bit faster. Without the quick draw handle, I personally don't really like any of the LMGs in Black Ops 2. They zoom in just so incredibly slow, and especially if you want to win a couple of close range gunfights every now and then, having the quick draw handle on your class setup is definitely a must-have, because without the quick draw handle you are basically going to be losing every single close range gunfight, just because you can't zoom in fast enough and the hipfire spread on the LMGs is pretty wide. So I personally wouldn't really recommend you to kind of like just spray and pray, because that's most likely not going to be working out very well for you. And then last but not least, we also have the adjustable stock, of course, which allows you to move faster whilst you're aiming down your sights, and this will allow you to basically straight around corners, to make it a lot easier for you to win multiple gunfights in a row, because of course a moving target is a lot harder to hit than a target that isn't moving in any way, shape or form. Anyway, after that, for perk 1 we have lightweight. Now lightweight, as most of you will probably know by now, basically just increases your movement speed by 7%, but this is also going to increase your movement speed by 7% for when you're actually aiming down your sights. Now this is of course a great combination together with the adjustable stock, but the thing is that whenever I actually want to get to a certain spot on the map, I usually tend to switch to my B2 VR actually, because, well, let's face it, with the MK48 in your hands you don't move very fast, so I tend to switch to my B2 VR for whenever I actually want to get to a certain point, and lightweight is simply going to allow me to get to that point faster, plus it will also help me out in gunfights because I can pretty much just strafe a little bit faster. Anyway, after that, my two second perks are, like I said, toughness and fast hands. Now toughness, I'm pretty sure that every single one of you will know by now what toughness does. It basically just makes sure that you do not flinch off of target when you're in a gunfight, when being shot at, and this should actually help you win multiple gunfights in a row. And then finally we also have fast hands, which basically just allows you to swap to your secondary a little bit faster, and then of course if you're rocking your secondary, it also allows you to swap to your primary faster. But this is going to be helping you out a ton actually, because, well, let's face it, the MK48 is pretty bad up close, and since I'm also rocking a B2 VR, I can actually win close range gunfights fairly easily, especially if I can swap to my secondary a little bit faster. Anyway guys, that was it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating would as always be very much appreciated. If not, that is of course cool as well. If your MK48 class setup looks a little bit different, or even a lot different then be sure to leave that one in the comment section down below. With that said, if you want to check out any of the videos on screen now, then be sure to simply do so. And then finally, I hope you have enjoyed, and I hope to see some of you next time. Take it easy.